everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you some things I'm just not willing to get rid of, and many of them are from when I was a young girl. A few of them are from my mom. I'm actually going to do a separate video of all the old kitchen items I have from my mom. I've shown some of you in the past. Remember guys, I've been on YouTube 3.5 years, so there may be some repetition here and there, but there's always new people coming to the channel. So if I repeat things, I'm sorry about that, but I can't always remember the videos I've done. That being said, I think I have shown you guys this before. Even though I don't sew, I do not want to get rid of this little, what I would call, sewing container, sewing kit, whatever you wish to call it. This is from the early 1970s, and everything in here is from the 1970s. And it's in really good shape. I'm going to open it up and see if I can just show you. It has some old buttons, needles. It has some gorgeous thread. And my mother used to sew, and I just do not want to get rid of it. You're going to say, well, Money Mom, why wouldn't you get rid of it if you don't use it? Well, because it was my mom's and I don't have a lot of stuff from my mom. You know, my dad lives in Sun City, Arizona. You know, when I went, I couldn't bring that many things back on the plane with me. And, you know, he came to bring a few things down here to me, but I just don't have a lot of space for a lot of the things. And I just want to have some things from my mom. As many of you know, my mom passed away a few years ago. So anyway, I have some gorgeous thread and a little thimble here that's quite old. And just everything is in really, really good shape. And let me see if I can take this out. And underneath here, there's string. And you know what? Somebody may, oh yes, my mother, this is a little pin cushion. My mother used to always put pins in here. These are not things that I'm just willing to get rid of. Now, maybe one of these days, I say that, I will learn to do some sewing. I do know a few things, but, you know, not as much as my mom did. She mostly did mending, not sewing. But this is in such beautiful shape. It's just not something at this point that I want to get rid of. Maybe I may change my mind at some point. So I wanted to show you that. Now, something else, when I was a young girl, and I still do, I loved to read. I loved the classics. My mom turned me onto the classics. And one of my very favorite books that I love, and this is from 1977 that I have this, Little Women. Now, the plastic cover on it, I think I had to get rid of. Love Little Women, one of my very favorite books. I've actually read several of her Louise May Alcott books, Little Men, Joe's Boys, and these are just a few books from back in the 70s. I love those, and I don't want to get rid of them because actually I can still read and enjoy them. Love Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. I didn't bring all my books over here, but I love Anna of Green Gables, Little House on the Prairie, Bobbsey Twins, and Trixie Belden, Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys. Love all of it. Donna Parker. Tell me if any of those ring a bell. Enjoy every single bit of it, and I still enjoy that. I love old things that you can look at that are classics, that are family, that everybody can enjoy. Now, one thing that I never use that I probably would be good for me to use is an old cookbook from my mom. This is from the 1950s. It's called the Culinary Institute of Encyclopedia Cookbook. I have shown you this before, and many of you said, yeah, pick a recipe. These recipes in here are quite complicated. They're not what I call, a quick hack to cooking or 4 ingredients or less. They're quite many moving parts, many steps. Let's put it this way. I could teach a class on everything you wanted to know about prunes, but were afraid to ask. If you want to eat prunes, this would be the cookbook for you if prunes is a favorite thing of yours. I thought about making an odd recipe from here, kind of a nostalgic, but I'm going to think about that and pick out something that I think may be good, something you don't see everywhere, but something that's not too complicated. So I need some time to really look through this and pick out a recipe that I think you guys may enjoy. 2 things of my mom's. I know I've shown these before, but it's been a while. And one is from the late 70s. This shows you how my mom took care of things. And like my dad says all the time, they don't make things like they used to. And this, my mother's name was Judith, but she went by Judy. And this is a jacket from the late 1970s. And my dad was a truck driver. He was a teamster. And Minnesota Road. He used to be in truck rodeos. And this is a gorgeous jacket. My dad also has one. His name is Richard. And it's a beautiful jacket, great shape, and it's a little snug on me, but this jacket is gorgeous, and she took such good care of it, and it's from the late 1970s. And that, I mean, look at it. It looks like brand new. I will not get rid of this, and I can actually wear it. And like I said, I can't button it up really, but I could still wear it. Okay, this is actually fits me. Is a gorgeous sweater from the 1980s, and it's from my mom. I think it's beautiful, and it's from the early 1980s, and I'm keeping this. It's from my mom. So it shows you that things were made really well, and not only that, my parents take really good care of the things that they have. These are just a few items. I have a question for you guys today. Number one, do you like prunes? And number two, what are some items that you have from your family? Could be mom, dad, grandparent. Some things that are favorites of yours that you've had for years that no matter how you declutter, you're not getting rid of it because it's good quality or brings back special memories, kind of nostalgic. I'd love to hear from you. You know, one of my favorite things about this YouTube channel are the fabulous comments. I love you, I appreciate you, and like I always say, see you on the next video. Bye-bye.